seed phrases for a planetary meditation for peace. Love, trust, compassion, clarity, oneness, restoration, hope. Words to sustain meditation practices. And consciousness expansion, radiating good vibrations to all peoples in conflict on Earth. Maybe the peace I still don't know how to understand is exactly the peace the world most needs me to offer. Whole, free, without demands and without borders. This practice is dedicated to the peoples of Ukraine, Palestine, and the Gaza Strip, Yemen, Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, Sudan, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ethiopia, Somalia, Mali, Burkina Faso, Mozambique, Central African Republic, South Sudan, Myanmar, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Philippines. Before trying to light up the world, I acknowledge and rekindle the light that already exists within me. I slide into a deeper silence. It's there that any true help begins. I inhale and exhale slowly. In this calm rhythm, I feel I can embrace the whole earth with my presence. I tend to my heart as someone who prepares an altar with respect, attention, and care. The peace I am now cultivating within me is made of the same substance as the peace I wish to radiate to the planet. I remain in the inner space that lies beyond the worries and thoughts that distract me. For a few moments, I set aside my personal problems so I can be fully available to the collective. I connect with the place inside me where there has never been hatred, war, or a sense of separation. My heart slows down and, at the same time, expands, willing to serve. Each breathing cycle grounds me deeper into love and increases my capacity to emit light. I surrender to meditation like a river meeting the ocean, without resistance, without control. I consciously choose to be here and now, clear point of light in a world crying out for clarity. My decision to vibrate for peace is a real force, even if it never appears in the headlines. I acknowledge that loving thoughts and feelings influence reality in ways science is only beginning to explore. My trust does not rely on immediate outcomes, but operates in the subtle field where change is born. The intention I hold in this practice reaches places and people far beyond my physical reach. I send love as someone who scatters seeds, certain that some of them will find fertile soil. My faith is calm and deep. It remains steady even in the face of scenes of great pain. I know that every authentic prayer, every honest meditation, leaves an invisible imprint on the fabric of the world. The power of my intention now joins that of countless hearts in tune with peace. I am part of a silent current of benevolence, circling the planet in this very moment. My full presence in this meditation is already, in itself, an act of healing offered to humanity. I understand that a more awakened human consciousness is one of the most transformative forces that exist. The trust I bring is not an escape from reality. It is a mature reading of the power that consciousness radiates. I allow my heart to open in compassion for all who live under the constant noise of violence. I direct unconditional love to every child awakened by the sound of explosions and fear. In my thoughts, I extend an embrace to mothers and fathers searching for their children in the midst of destruction. My compassion does not take geopolitical sides. It embraces every being who suffers, from any side. I allow myself to feel the collective pain without drowning in it. I consciously transform this pain into light. The love I radiate doesn't ask about nationality, creed, or language. It simply reaches lives. In every person in a conflict zone, I see the same spark of humanity that pulses in me. The compassion I nurture is not distant pity. It is a deep awareness that all life is interconnected. I send sweetness to the elderly who survived wars but lost homes, memories, and plans. I wrap every young person who was pushed onto the battlefield when they should be choosing futures in love. I realize that the more compassion I offer, the more it springs up within me. It is a fountain, not a stockpile. My heart weeps along with those who suffer, yet chooses to turn that crying into a luminous force. The love I inhale and exhale in this moment works in silence, without needing applause or proof. I picture Ukraine immersed in golden light, fields turning green again, cities rebuilt, families reunited. I see Palestine and Gaza bathed in a white healing light that penetrates ruins, hospitals, and weary souls. I offer Yemen a peace that materializes as food, shelter, care, and restored dignity. I send serenity to Syria, wishing that the same land that birthed ancient cultures may flourish again. I surround Iraq with a blue halo of protection, asking for reconciliation and respect among its diverse peoples. I project love over Lebanon. May its strength and beauty finally find rest in times of peace. For Sudan, I radiate steadiness and healing. May water, food, and safety reach every family. I envelop the Democratic Republic of the Congo in light. Its forests, its rivers, and above all its people. I embrace Ethiopia with compassion, so its multitude of cultures becomes a bridge, not a trench. I offer stillness to Somalia, wishing that its sea will carry opportunities and not only departures. In intention, I protect Mali. May its deserts and savannas witness the end of armed columns. I cover Burkina Faso with a healing light, so every village can breathe safety again. I wrap Mozambique in deep tenderness. May Cabo Delgado and other marked regions find lasting relief. I direct restorative light to the Central African Republic, so its riches may be blessings, not reasons for dispute. Over South Sudan, I pour peace, so this young nation can write a story less marked by blood. I radiate healing to Myanmar. May freedom and dignity become everyday scenery, not rare exceptions. I hold Afghanistan with tenderness, wishing that its mountains may carry children's laughter, not just echoes of war. I send loving protection to Pakistan, so each sunrise can be greeted with less fear. I cover the Philippines with a cloak of love, imagining each island as a refuge of peace for its people. I recognize myself as connected to all of humanity, as if we were one big family spread across the earth. I know that the borders dividing peoples cannot separate what is, in essence, one single life. I wish for humanity to remember the obvious. Deep down, we are far more alike than different. The collective consciousness I strengthen here belongs to the whole of all beings, not just to me. I visualize a planet where no child ever needs to learn to recognize the sounds of weapons. My energy now joins that of so many who pray, meditate, and send good vibrations from different corners of the world. The invisible network of awakened people embracing the globe is more powerful than any arsenal. Every heart that chooses love increases the chances of real change in human history. I feel like a luminous point within a vast web of compassion that surrounds every continent. The experience of oneness I touch now points to the kind of future I want to help build. I trust that as human consciousness expands, war will become a meaningless resource. In my thoughts, I honor every person who, even wounded, still chooses not to spread more hatred. I choose to stay emotionally stable as I look at suffering, so that my help can be clear and lucid. I do not let myself be dragged by collective pain. I root myself in love, and from there send what I can contribute. The emotional intelligence I cultivate allows me to feel deeply without being swallowed by the intensity. I welcome my own sadness and, gently, turn it into fuel for acts of peace. I meditate with warmth in my heart and clarity in my mind. This meeting makes the sending of love more powerful. The calm I preserve during this practice is a profound way of caring for the world. I seek balance between emotion and purpose. Without that balance, love turns into despair. My spiritual maturity allows me to care for others without abandoning myself in the process. I recognize that true care begins when I also see myself as worthy of care. I know how to distinguish between engaged compassion and suffering in someone else's place. I choose the first. I understand that a quiet, Loving presence transforms more than restless, confused actions. The spiritual wisdom I exercise here equally considers the one who gives and the one who receives. With every meditation for peace, I discover new contours of who I am. As I open myself to the suffering of the world, I find reserves of compassion I didn't know I had. The expansion of consciousness I experience today benefits both my own journey and the collective journey. As I understand others' pain, I see my own weaknesses and strengths mirrored back to me. What awakens in me during this practice gradually changes the way I live my everyday life. I realize that my inner evolution walks side by side with the evolutionary process of our species. The more I know myself, the more easily I recognize shared humanity in those who suffer. This meditation is a living lesson on peace, as deep as any text or talk. Self-knowledge I deepen here inevitably overflows as a benefit to the world. With a wider consciousness, I can now see roots where before I only saw symptoms. I carry into daily life the insights I had here, adjusting my choices, my words, and my relationships. Returning to everyday life a little wiser and more loving is already a gift I offer the planet. I see a soft yet intense brightness arising from my chest and spreading over the earth like a protective mantle. I know that the light emitted by sincere intention travels without barriers, at the speed of thought. I imagine war hospital wards and infirmaries gently softened by the light I send now. I envelop refugee camps and makeshift shelters in waves of warm affection. I visualize children falling asleep in safety, and I let this image guide the path of the light. In healing energy, I embrace every fighter on all sides, remembering that before being soldiers, they are human beings. I send serenity and discernment to all who today are making political decisions that affect millions. I direct vibrations of reconciliation to peoples taught, for generations, to see each other as enemies. I picture the world map lighting up, point by point, as the light spreads through different countries. With every exhale, I send a wave of peace to the world. With every inhale, I receive strength to continue. My emanation does not pick recipients. It reaches everyone, like rain that falls without asking who deserves it. I close the sending with gratitude, knowing that what I did here left a real imprint in the invisible. I believe a time will come when armed conflicts will be only memories studied, so they're never repeated. I imagine the day when the resources now destined for destruction will fund schools, hospitals, and life-giving projects. I see humanity as an organism in recovery, and I choose to be an active part of its healing. I trust that each new generation will have more emotional and ethical resources to choose peace. I visualize Gaza filled with parks, bustling markets, laughter, and simple routines restored. I imagine Myanmar led by people committed to justice, care, and dialogue. I see Sudan stabilized, with children in classrooms, fertile fields, and preserved rivers. I believe that Afghanistan, Yemen, Congo, and so many others will rebuild their stories with their own hands and talents. The hope I sustain is a conscious decision. I choose to support everything that helps life to flourish. Every peacemaking thought I send now is a living seed in the subtle field of human consciousness. I end this practice grateful for having been able to collaborate, even silently, with the world. I commit to transforming the love generated here into concrete actions in my surroundings. I return to my daily activities with a little more compassion, clarity, and sense of collective responsibility. I carry with me the conviction that every person matters, and that every choice influences the whole. I hand over to life the peace planted in this meditation, so it may sprout exactly where it is most needed. I recognize myself as an expression of peace, focus of light, and a channel of love and action. And this simple willingness is, in itself, already a way of changing the world. Begin by noticing the support of your body. Feel your feet in contact with the ground. Notice how your hands are resting. Listen to the breath flowing in and out. You are here. You are whole. You are safe. The meditation ends, But the vibration you sent into the world doesn't end with it. It keeps spreading right now, while the air moves in and out of your lungs. It wasn't fantasy. It was real presence. What happened here? While the planet kept speeding up, you slowed down. While the noise grew louder on the outside, you chose a bit of silence on the inside. While many people closed their eyes so they wouldn't see the pain, you closed yours so you could feel more deeply. You directed love to Ukraine, to Palestine, to the Gaza Strip, to Yemen, to Syria, to Iraq, to Lebanon, to Sudan, to Congo, to Ethiopia, to Somalia, to Mali, to Burkina Faso, to Mozambique, to the Central African Republic, to South Sudan, to Myanmar, to Afghanistan, to Pakistan, and to the Philippines. You sent love to every child who falls asleep with a body tensed by fear, to every mother who has no idea where her child is, to every elder who watched everything they built be lost, to every young person pushed into the weight of a war they never chose to carry, the gratitude that returns, the hearts that receive this subtle movement of love. Give thanks and send back to the meditator. Thank you for arriving. Thank you for staying. Thank you for allowing yourself to feel. Thank you for sending something good, even without guarantees. Thank you for not treating the love of a single person as too little, because it isn't little. It is worth more than the mind usually admits, far more than you imagine. The truth that lives in everyone. One essential reminder, why this matters, why we keep trying. War only thrives where the feeling of separation is constantly fed. Peace begins when someone remembers, with their whole body, that deep down, we are one single living fabric. Hatred grows where fear is neither seen nor cared for. Love begins when you choose to see the humanity, and those you were trained to call the other. Violence sprouts from old pains that were never welcomed. Healing begins when someone agrees to feel, at least a little, on behalf of those who still can't. Indifference appears when it seems that nothing ever changes. Change begins when, even so, someone refuses to stay indifferent. Today, that person was you. Before you open your eyes, make a small pact with yourself. Nothing grand, nothing theatrical. Something simple and honest. May I be a little kinder today than I was yesterday. May I listen more and judge less. May I remember, in an argument, that the other person is also afraid of something. May I not feed hatred with my attention and my words. May I speak of peace as someone who truly believes it is possible. May I treat a stranger with the same gentleness I just sent to the whole world. May I live, in my small everyday life, what I asked the big world to live. That is enough. That is already everything. That is immense. A blessing for the people. Before we close, one more gesture. Place your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat, and repeat, silently or in a low voice. May Ukraine bloom again. May Gaza breathe again. May Palestine find a safe and recognized home. May Yemen be nourished. May Syria be rebuilt with dignity. May Iraq discover peace among its own brothers and sisters. May Lebanon smile again. May Sudan have clean water and bread on the table. May Congo protect its forests and its children. May Ethiopia flourish beyond its divisions. May Somalia find harbors of safety. May Mali see the end of armed convoys. May Burkina Faso live without constant jolts. May Mozambique find rest from so many wounds. May the Central African Republic prosper for its own people. May South Sudan write its history on pages of peace. May Myanmar free its sons and daughters. May Afghanistan be able to play in the mountains instead of fearing them. May Pakistan wake up without fear of the next day. May the Philippines be true islands of peace for their inhabitants. May peace, little by little, prevail on earth. Now, yes, you may open your eyes. But before you do, hold this feeling for a moment. The feeling of having loved the world without asking for a receipt, without demanding anything in return, without needing to see the result right away, simply because that was what there was to offer right now. This is one of the purest forms of love that exists, and you practiced it today. Go in peace. Carry with you the peace you helped create here. For every ground your feet touch today, for every face your gaze rests upon, for every sentence that comes out of your mouth, the world needs exactly the quality of love that you bring. Don't hide it. Don't hold back. I am peace. I am light. I am love placed at the service of good, today and always. If this experience touched your heart, may it also touch the heart of someone who needs to remember that love is still possible. Please like, comment, and share this video. May peace find its way on earth. Grateful. Grateful that you came. Grateful that you stayed. Grateful that you sent. Grateful that you believe one person's love matters. Because it does. Peace begins where you remember we are one. Change begins where someone refuses to be indifferent. And today, you are that someone